Dude, another absolute banger in this one. We got me and Hakeem Dawodu 13-2-1 taking on Juicy J, Julian Erosa. Shout out Debbie, one of the OG meatheads at Meatboy MMA. Debbie, we always appreciate the love when we always appreciate breaking down Juicy J fights because although this is his third stint in the UFC, I mean, it's been his most impressive by far. Look at the wins that this dude is picking up. Like, I feel like everyone is kind of still sleeping on Juicy J, but these are some quality wins, right? Sean Woodson, the sniper, who is picking up wins in this division. He absolutely smoked Nate Landwehr early. Nate was, claiming that he wasn't out, but he was out pretty much in the first minute. And he also has a nice submission win over Charles Air Jourdain. And most recently, when he fought in that fight of the night performance against Steven the Ocho Peterson, and that was absolutely peak Steven Peterson. We haven't seen him look better, to be honest, but nonetheless, it was another absolutely brilliant performance from Juicy J. And his only loss sprinkled in between those four successful victories was against Sting, Sung Woo Choi, where he chose to stand and bang. And Sting is pretty killer on the feet despite having some deficiencies elsewhere. But nonetheless, got to give Juicy J his flowers. And overall, right, he's 27-9. He fought Paddy Pimblett back in the day, right, back in Cage Wars. He lost that fight. But if you really look at Juicy J's losses, they're pretty nice guys, right? Like Grant Dawson, Julio Arce, like he only loses to legit competition. And me and Hakeem Dawodu, meanwhile, right, coming off a nice victory over Michael Trezano, the Ultimate Fighter winner, but he also lost to Movsar Evloev before that. Got absolutely smoked, taking down control throughout the entire contest, and then he has two split decision victories as well. So he is a decent favorite. Me and Hakeem at 13-2-1. Do you think he gets this one done over Julian Erosa, or as always, does Julian Erosa cash as a dog?
Yeah, I think this is a dog casher because Debbie's kid's no joke. I mean, beautiful, win streak going on, 5-1 in the, since 2020. It's a great record. Hakeem, I think is gonna have maybe the striking advantage, but I just don't know if he's got the dog like Julian Erosa does. Like, let's be honest. How many insane one-hit knockouts does Hakeem have? He's a decision tactical warrior, and he's pretty good. But he's 5'8", going for 6'1". I mean, Julian Rosa has the height advantage. He's got the reach advantage. Um, he's gonna be the bigger guy. I like that he's a 2-1 dog too. And I mean, Hakeem got absolutely manhandled on the ground by Evloev, which Evloev's heavy wrestler. What happens when Julian Rosa catches him with a tough, gritty meat bomb, eats some of Hakeem's pillow punches, and eats a big meat bomb, and then gets tapped out? Because that's what's happening. He's gonna get submitted. He's gonna get manhandled. Hakeem is just way too small, in my opinion, for Julian Erosa. I think Julian Erosa is the bigger dog, more of a savage, no quit. You got to be a person that can KO someone to take Julian Erosa out. And Landwehr couldn't do it. Sting somehow got lucky, but he is a stinger, but he kind of sucks. I just don't see how Hakeem's going to win by decision because Julian Erosa is just too big of a dog.
Yeah, he's seriously a dog, and I think you pointed out greatly, like that size difference is massive, right? It's almost like the last fight we just broke down, Huggy Beast Boy versus Collier, right? I mean, 6'1" for the Yakima product, Juicy J, Julian Erosa, and only 5'8" for Dawodu. I mean, he's definitely gonna be the way bigger dude out there, and you also touched on the fact that Dawodu doesn't really have any knockout power, right? He's a decision machine. He's got a lot of split decisions, and he does have that one UFC finish over Yoshinori Hori, but that was in the late third round contest and definitely not immediate. So I'm curious to see if he goes into deep waters with Juicy J. Juicy J is no Yoshinori Hori, so I don't know. I think that might be a different story, but nonetheless, I think you are making a compelling point for Juicy J, Julian Erosa, and at plus 190, you're getting a lot of love for Dawodu, minus 225. So 82% is roll with me and Hakeem. Majority of it is by decision, so I think I'm with them in the sense that if Dawodu gets this done, he's going to have to grind out some sort of decision. Maybe he controls Juicy J on the ground, but I don't know. I think Juicy J might be even slick enough from his back to make things interesting there as well, or at a minimum, get it separated and back to the feet or back to where Juicy J thinks he will thrive. And I think of the 82%, it makes sense that it's a decision, but 18% Erosa is pretty diversified. Do you think Juicy J gets the finish for sure?
I think he does. I think that's his only path to victory. If it goes decision, I would imagine Hakeem is just playing that perfect, point game, staying away, not getting taken down, and just kicking those legs and tapping them here and there, but no real damage is being done. Um, so he could win by points, but if it doesn't go decision and it's a finish, I only see one person getting a finish, and that's going to be Julian Erosa, Juicy J. And, I think Juicy J has a really good chance. I like these underdog. I like the sub props. So I'm riding with it. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer, to be honest. If you know how good Juicy J is, he definitely has a shot versus this little guy.
Yeah, with you all the way, Meat. I think it's sharp. I think that that only 18% is rolling with Juicy J is a bit of a travesty, and at plus 190, you're nailing it. Debbie's going to be stoked about it. I'm rolling with you all the way. I think Juicy J finds a way to get this one done. It's either going to be a late finish, I'm predicting, or perhaps this thing goes the distance, and Erosa just managed to sort of outclass Dawodu and outgrit him, outdog him, like you said. Because if he goes into deep waters with Juicy J, it's unlikely that you're coming out. So, any last thoughts on this one?
No, it's a great fight. I mean, Julian Erosa tapped out Air Jordan, who's a legit black belt.
No.
Hakeem, I mean, just started picking up wrestling pretty recently and grappling, so I just don't see him surviving if Julian Erosa takes the back. But yeah, throw in the comments who you got. Am I crazy and Juicy J is about to get slept by Pillow Hand Hakeem? Or is Julian Erosa actually going to get the sub? Let us know in the comments.